In this video, we're going to install these door thingies. Alright, so the way you need to install these door restrictors, the thicker piece of metal actually goes onto the body of the car inside, and then the smaller piece screws onto the door. And I don't want to open that too far, but there are two two holes on there, but that'll need bolts, where the ones that go into the actual body, there's I'll just bring the camera in there, there's these are threaded already, so they can just get bolted straight into there. But I need to install this bit of carpet first before I put bolt that piece onto there. So let's get this bit installed, and I'll need to glue part of it in. I don't want to cover the whole thing with glue, just around the edge and the top, maybe a little bit in the middle, just to make sure it stays where I want it to. Once that's glued in place, I can then mark where these are and then bolt that on. I have one of these budget carpet sets, and probably even just the normal ones. Maybe you can figure it out a lot easier if it's the higher quality one, but with the budget set you need to make sure you get these pieces the right way. So the curved part obviously goes towards the bottom, and the distance from that point there down to here, they're different sizes. So to make sure you got it up the right way, if you measure the edge down to that corner there, that should be 41 centimeters. So that's that direction, and then along the top, I don't know how you can see that. So I'm measuring along the top now, and that's only 39 centimeters. So the longer distance needs to go up that way. So this section here is 42, I think it was. next little job I want to get out of the way is these parts. Now, traditionally, I think in a UK Mini, this is all exposed and it's not covered in carpet, and that's why these budget kits, they give you these pieces, and they're sort of meant to sit in there, and you glue them down onto the centre bar like that. But what I'm going to do, instead of using these, I've got a strip of carpet which I'm just going to stick along the whole bar section instead of just using these things, because I'd prefer to cover the whole thing, because that's how the Australian model came. And I'll get that stuck on, and that piece of carpet I just got from one of the Mini online places. I think it was Mini Sport in Australia, and I'll put that on, see how it goes. That's the strip I've got to put on, just because it doesn't have one side really thick like the carpet. You have to take it outside into the sunlight, and you'll see that one side you can see lines in it from when they actually make the material. The other side looks just like normal carpet. So obviously the side with all the lines on it goes down. And just one thing with this, if you're putting it only using this carpet and not those little corner pieces, it's about maybe an inch and a half too short. So when you stick it, you'll have to stick one end and sort of stretch it a bit to get it to go the full length. Alright, I'll try that now. Alright, so all that centerpiece is in now, and I've bolted down the brackets for the seats. I've done that as well. Alright, so I'll leave it there. I'll just point out one thing. I haven't glued these bits around here because I can't remember how the carpet sits over there. Also around the shifter, because this is a rod change which has been mounted into this Mark 1. There's a couple of bolts under here which are for, and I'll just show it to you quickly. There's a bracket under there, a special bracket which I had to make myself to allow the rod change gearbox to be mounted in here without modifying this too much. So I need to fix up that. I'll have a test fit of the other piece of carpet, and then I'll either add it to this video or do another one. Alright, I'll leave it there, and thanks for watching my videos.